What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome back to another Best Games video. If you guys haven't seen the previous one, it was the best games that have controller support on iOS 13. Be sure to check out that one, that's a good one. The link for that is down in the description. But anyways, in this Best Games video, we're going to be taking a look at 10 of my favorite scary, spooky, or just dark and evil style games on iOS. It is fall time, it is that season, it is getting close to Halloween, so I figured let's do some scary games. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's jump into this. Slender Rising is a classic, and it's just plain old scary. Basically, you gotta explore around, you gotta find notes to complete the levels, and you always gotta worry about seeing Slender Man. When you see him, you need to completely look the other way, otherwise he will kill you. Like I said, this is a classic. It's been out for many, many years, and it's still very scary. Slender Rising. Emily Wants to Play 2 is the second version of this game. The first version's just as scary as well. You're basically exploring around this incredibly freaking dirty house or apartment. I don't even know how it's so dirty. It looks like someone threw one hell of a party, but there's these toys that are laying around, and they are absolutely frightening. And the worst part about this game is they switch the lights off on you. And that's probably the scariest part, is when you're walking through a room and all of a sudden it goes pitch black and you can't see anything except for the light switch, and you have to immediately try and get to it to turn the light back on. This game is super scary. Emily Wants to Play 2. Doom 2 is a classic. This is probably one of the very first kind of scary games in my eyes. There is also like Castlevania and other retro games like that, but Doom is definitely a retro. It does have controller support, which is seriously fun. It's a bit freaky. It's very old school and retro, as you guys can tell. I don't even remember what gaming system this originally came out on. It was such a long time ago, but it's a very, very fun game to play, and it's very evil, as you're trying to basically battle your way through hell to get through each level, and there's crazy monsters and all these other types of guys with guns, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, a retro game, Doom 2. Binding of Isaac is just evil. It's a premium game. It was not cheap. I believe it was like $14.99 for this game, but the gameplay is very, very fun. As you guys can tell, it does have controller support, which is seriously cool as well. And you're basically playing as this baby going through the dungeons of hell, it looks like. And you fend off evil creatures and monsters with your tear bullets, which is pretty creative. There's a lot of quirkiness to this game. It's kind of messed up in reality, thinking about a baby going through all of these different dungeons and getting hurt and essentially dying, but very cool game, very fun gameplay. Binding of Isaac. Now, some of the games that I have shown you in this video are paid game applications from the App Store. I did want to show you guys that there is a way that you can get them for free. It is through the Blue application. It is through a thing called App Bounty. Now, basically the way this works is you have your offers section here. Let's let it go ahead and load. And some of these are more in-depth, like you have to do like a survey and stuff like that. But if you scroll down a bit, some of them are incredibly simple. All you have to do is download the free application from the App Store, open it and run it, and then you will get the points for it. And you can get a lot of points using this, and basically use those points and you can redeem them for rewards. Now, for some reason, during the making of this video, there's not very many rewards available. They usually have just a ton. This whole page is usually filled up with iTunes and like Xbox, PlayStation, tons of different rewards that you can get. Like I said, it's very limited looking right now, but you can use these points to get iTunes gift cards, and then you can use those gift cards to get games for free essentially. So it's really quite a cool service. Like I said, you just download the applications. Certain things you have to get to like a certain level in the game, like level 10, and then you'll get like 400 points for doing that. Or some are super basic and simple. Just download it, install the app, run it for 30 seconds, and then you can jump back into App Bounty and get your points. Very cool service. It's free. I'll leave the link for this down in the description so you guys can try it out if you want to get free iTunes gift cards. Dead Trigger 2 is a first-person zombie shooter game. Now, unfortunately, it does not work on my XS Max. It keeps crashing. I believe it does have jailbreak detection built in, as my XS Max is actually jailbroken. So I'll just show you guys the trailer and some of the screenshots. But like I said, this is a very, very fun zombie game where you have weapons, you upgrade them, and you basically are in a first-person shooter and you're killing zombies. Really quite fun game. Sorry I couldn't show you the gameplay, but it's worth taking a look at. Dead Trigger 2. The Room Old Sins is a puzzle game. It's basically you gotta escape the room. And there is many versions of this game. I believe there is like 4, maybe 5 different versions of the game, and there's a ton of puzzles. They're incredibly hard to figure out as you get through them. Obviously on this first kind of beginner room, it's pretty easy to figure it out as you go, but it's still a very creepy game. Lots of creepy noises in the background, creepy jump scares, and some very hard puzzles to figure out. Very unique gameplay. Again, that's The Room Old Sins. Lost Within is another first-person gameplay, and it's really unique. You're stuck in this old, like, asylum or hospital. I don't even know what it really is. It's got really cool dialogue in it, lots of great voiceover acting. The graphics are really cool looking, and the type of gameplay, the way that the game is played, is actually really fun and satisfying. Running around and finding clues and different stuff. A very unique game, really cool and very fun to play. Lost Within.
Okay, it's safe now.
Into the Dead 2 is super fun to play. It's kind of like an endless scroller, even though it does end as you go from level to level. But basically you're just running along, you get weapons, and you need to shoot and kill zombies before they grab you and kill you. The graphics look really, really good. The guns are very fun as you upgrade them as you play the game. Also, it does have controller support, which makes it even more enjoyable to me. Very fun game, worth taking a look at. Into the Dead 2.
James, are you there?
Hey, darling. Let's get you inside now.
We just pulled into Dad's. We'll be here for now. But don't be long.
That's great. Hey, did you put Maggie on?
Daddy!
Hey, Pumpkin. Look, I've just, had a little trouble with the truck, so, I'm gonna be a little late. You look after your aunt for me, okay? I'll be there soon. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Daddy.
Alright, out of all the games that I've shown you in this video, this one I can guarantee will make you jump. I can guarantee it. The graphics are pretty basic. The concept of the game is also very basic. You're just trying to find books. There's not much going on, but let me tell you, it will make you jump. I guarantee it. If you play this game at night alone when it's dark, you're gonna jump. It's super freaky, super basic, it's free. Slendrina. Check it out, guys. Alright guys, here's the last game I got for you, and it is a absolute classic, Five Nights at Freddy's. If you have never played this game, you have got to check it out in the App Store. This is only the first one. I believe there is 5, maybe 6 versions of Five Nights at Freddy's, and they're all the same concept, but a little different, and it's freaky scary. Nobody wants to get killed by animatronics, and you got to keep them out of the room you're sitting in. And like I said, this is just a classic game. If you guys have never played Five Nights at Freddy's, I highly recommend it. It's super scary, very fun to play, and it's actually very challenging as you get through the nights. Once you're on like night 5, it's incredibly hard to survive. Worth taking a look at, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Welcome to Freddy's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah.
So there you go, guys. Those are 10 of my favorite scary, spooky / dark and evil game applications you can get from the App Store. One thing I want to add here before we close out this video is a ton of people asking me about my case. I do have a review on this case. It is available obviously for the iPhone 10, 10s Max like I have. It's also available for older iPhones and the new iPhone 11. So very cool case. Again, the review for that, the link for that is down in the description. Another thing that people ask me all the time is where can they get the wallpapers that I use, and I do post them on my Telegram. Every time I feature a wallpaper in a video, it is posted directly to Telegram, and again, the link for that is in the description. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot here at the channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.